Well, guys, I've got 326.5 miles on this bike now. I'm just shy of 3 weeks of ownership on it. So I thought I'd give you guys an update, how things are going. I know most of you have probably seen my videos showing the issue I was having with the rear battery connecting and disconnecting and whatnot with the bike. I'm currently riding without the rear battery. I've been riding that way for a few days now at the request of Magician. They want to know if it messes up at all with the rear battery removed. So, and I can say it's been rock solid. I haven't had any issues with it. On road, off road, up and down hills, it's been perfectly fine. So I think we've pretty much isolated it to the rear rack. Either the connection, which is what I'm thinking since it does it with both batteries that we have, like the docking station. So I just sent them a follow-up email with some more information. I will say that they actually reached out to me before I could reach out to them, asking how they could help me with the bike. They saw my video, and they said it shouldn't be doing that. So A1, I give them props for that. So far, customer service has been really good to deal with. So, been kind of back and forth with their engineering team, trying to narrow down exactly what's going on with it. So I have a feeling that when I get a reply back from this last email that they'll have something to send me out to switch on the bike to see if we can make the problem go away. But yeah, over 300 miles on this bike now. And I've been super happy every one of those miles. The bike is super comfortable, super smooth. You probably heard it when I was braking on that downgrade, but the brakes sound different now. And that's because I swapped out the brake pads to some ceramic brake pads. So they don't have that loud, screeching metal on metal sound anymore. But you hear all the cutouts in the brake rotor going through the pads, which is kind of different. Once in a while it makes me chuckle a little bit hearing that noise because it almost sounds like a wet fart. But stopping performance is really good. The noise is a lot better. I mean, I'll show you. So it comes right down to a stop. And I feel like it requires less lever pressure now for the brakes to work. So with all the hills that I run here and oftentimes pulling the trailer, I wanted to have a brake upgrade done to it. So that was my first step, was trying some ceramic brake pads. And they're cheap. It was like $14 for a full set. So I'll leave a link to those in the description for any of you guys that want to try it out. I'm also trying out a new saddle. And I've been really happy with it. It's been super comfortable. So I'll link that in the description too. Here's a little clip so you can see what that saddle looks like. But yeah, it's been really good. I ride 15-20 miles on it, don't even think about my seat once. So I think I found one that's going to stay on this bike. Also, as you can probably tell, I've got the taller handlebars on it, which are the same as what's on the full-size Alpha, and also the same as what's on the wired bikes. So if you were familiar with either of those and you know how good these bars are, they were pretty cheap, I think around $42. So, let's run a little dirt. See how good those brakes are. That thing just came right down to a stop. Very little lever pressure, 11 of them. But the handlebars, I'll link those as well. I did change out the tires to the Kenda Crusade Sports, which are the same tires that were on my Wired Freedom that I really liked. And that's mostly because I ride a lot of, just bonsai it down this seasonal section. But I ride a lot of sandy dirt roads, and the stock cool rides just are a little squeamish on them. So they don't give me a whole lot of confidence. So I switched back out to these, and they've been good. So I don't have thorn bushes or anything around here to worry about. Like, punctures have never been a problem. So I don't even have slime or flat out or anything else in the tires. I mean, honestly, if I have that big of a problem with this bike, I will just call one of the many people I know that has a pickup truck and ask them just to come get me real quick. But I don't really foresee having an issue. Like I said, the stuff I'm riding is just like this. It's a lot of sand. And this bike, I mean, I'm in tour mode, which is just the second power level up, just one above eco. And I haven't changed any of the settings for the different levels. It's still how it came out of the box. And it just chugs right through this stuff. Like, it doesn't hardly slow down at all. There's been some people saying that, why didn't you get the full-size Alpha? You're 6'3". And yeah, I get that. Even this, I could give it some throttle and rate up this. Like, and that is steep. But there's no delay to the throttle like the Floto had. I mean, it's so smooth. But anyways, back to what I was saying, why I didn't buy the full-size Alpha. It's because I've had lots of full-size bikes. And I mean, I'm fine on them. They're comfortable. I got nothing against them, but I also had electric XP4, and that was just a fun little throw-around bike. And I've ridden pit bikes, you know, basically kids' dirt bikes that grown adults ride, and just call them pit bikes, and everything else. It's fun riding, I guess you could say, underbiked or on a smaller bike. I just enjoy it. But this bike is like a middle ground. I would say this is between the electric XP4 and like my Wired Freedom or my 26-inch Filato Falcon that I had. I mean, it's right in between, and man, that's such a good spot. I really, really like the size of this, and I have zero regrets buying the Mini over the full size. Like I said, the full size, I'm sure I would have been more than happy with that too, but I just wanted to try. There's so many taller reviewers like Shoot the Chit and Tail Happy that, like me, are tall, and they still were like, oh, the Mini is just so much fun. Well, man, I had to experience it for myself. So I bought the Mini, and the wife wanted to match me, so we got her a blue Mini as well. And hers is pretty much stock, other than we changed out the seat. And it's been perfectly fine for her, but she's a pavement princess. She won't ride this kind of stuff, so I didn't need to change out her tires, or she's 5'2", so I didn't need to change the handlebars or anything else. All we did was change the seat to the one that she likes. And it's been great for her too. She's had zero issues out of that bike. Granted, it doesn't have the mileage I have on this bike yet. I think she's around 60 miles on her bike, but we've only had them for a few weeks. So, yeah. Nothing really bad to report about the bikes. Like I said, I have an intermittent connection issue with the rear battery on this bike, but I actually, now that I've ridden it so much without the rear battery, I don't see me running it a whole lot. Unless I'm planning to ride a long distance, I can ride into town and back, which is around 15 to 16 miles, depending on what direction I take. And I get back and I still have 70% battery in this bike. So range is not an issue for what I do. I could ride 30 miles and still not worry about it. I've went and did my post office run pulling a trailer full of orders, and that is 14 miles round trip. I've done that 3 times and still had 25% charge in this bike. So that's 45 miles pulling a trailer with me being 270 pounds, 6'3", and running it in sport mode. I know I'm in tour mode right now, but I'm just trying to go a little slower just to get my thoughts out better on the bike. And it's been perfect. Like, I don't feel I need to even run the rear battery. So I'm enjoying not having that extra weight on the back and just putting the miles on the bike. But I'll keep you guys updated on the customer service and what they send me to try, because I do still want to fix the rear battery issue for when I do want to run the battery. I don't want to have to worry about it airing out and just giving me that anxiety of having a problem with it when I'm so far away from home if I do go on a long distance ride. But taking that out of the equation, the bikes are solid. Like 10 out of 10, would buy again. The issue I've had hasn't discouraged me at all from this bike. I would still buy it over and over again. My wired Freedom that I had 3 warranty claims on that bike. I mean, they replaced the main battery, they replaced the battery balancer, and they replaced the rear wheel and motor assembly. I think that one was more shipping damage related, because the rear freewheel just wobbled so bad on that bike. But they just had me send a video to actually someone at their factory, and they just shipped me a whole new rear wheel assembly. So, I mean, Wired's not immune to having problems. All bike companies, you're going to have some out there. I mean, they're pushing the envelope with these things. They're running so much power through them. Like, I'm honestly completely okay with it as long as customer service stands behind their product and takes care of you on whatever problems you have. Then don't let a problem here and there, minor or even major, deter you from that brand. If they stick up for you and they take care of you, then enjoy your bike. Like, don't be discouraged just because you have a small issue with it. Well, guys, that's all I have to say on that for my little 300-mile update. Looks like we're 330 miles into it. I'm just going to ride up into town here and get some breakfast and catch you guys on the next one.